Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying my new monologue from Inca Entertainment. This is Mark and Tom. We have some politics. We're going to go on a new schedule here. We're going to, on Fridays is going to be our politics day, so we can just get it off our chest.
That's right. What we want to do for everyone out there is kind of set a schedule so we can not only know what we're talking about with each other, but you as the audience will know what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So today is going to be what's in the headlines, of course, is going to be Trump. There's going to be Stormy Daniels and Trump's bold attempt to I don't know what
North Korea.
Yeah, talk to North Korea. It's
Talk
like
to
his
Kim
fruitless
Jong-un.
attempt to talk to North Korea. Well, I say fruitless because apparently this has happened 4 times with like 4 other presidents and representatives, and it has gone nowhere.
That's true. The only thing I can say differently is that the world holds Trump in a little bit different light. And Kim Jong-un might be on that same level that goes, you know what? I'll talk to him. I hold out hope, but I like you. I mean, you've seen it time and again. It continuously goes in a circle. And even if they do talk, we've talked to North Korean delegates before. That's where this is going to start. You know that. We seem to make progress. We seem to make progress until they need money or food or power or something, and then they make a big dramatic scene that the U.S. didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they back out of all the meetings. You know.
Some of the news media that's on television is trying to portray this as legitimate. I can't even talk. I'm going to have to edit that one. Legitimizing North Korea.
Well, you know, with all our big problems with North Korea has always made a scene. It's just now more in the news. I spent 9 years in Korea. And there were events happening all the time, like weekly and all this, just big things over there. And I'd call back to the States and no one had heard of it. So now you're starting to hear more and more because they're starting to put that out there, which is a good thing. But we're never going to get a reunification with Korea, which both are not opposed to a reunification. It's just, how do they reunify and under who? That's the argument, right?
Right.
I mean, we went through that with Germany before the reunification, you know, Soviet side and us, the East and the West, trying to bring it all. Eventually we came to an agreement and it took a long time, but it worked out. Will that happen? Doubtful, but, you know, you always hold out the hope that those talks would start and you would make progress.
I've always said that somebody eventually had to deal with North Korea. It was something that had to happen eventually.
Yeah, well, you have to legitimize them. You have to say, okay, we accept that you're there. Now, let's talk about this.
Right. But the question is, did we want this president to go and do it? Now, the world sees our president in a different light, and maybe he's not a true to form politician per se. However, he has a lot of things that's going for him that seems like a political stunt.
Well, he's trying to do it like he does a big business, but it works in his favor in some of these instances. This might be one of them. I don't know if it's the right person for the job or the way we want it done, but it might actually get them to talk. Who knows?
Well, let's hope that Putin is an arbitrator,
right?
Because this is going to be interesting for the world. At the very least, these guys are talking of just talking instead of talking of nuking islands and throwing missiles across the place.
Yeah, there for a while, I mean, Trump had me really worried with wanting the big military parade in D.C. and wanting, you know, to up the nukes and him to have complete. It was starting to be a one-off show between Kim Jong-un and him. And it was like, who could one up the other? And so this format hopefully will de-escalate this and actually bring some talks to the thing. Even if they produce nothing during his presidency, just opening talks for the future is an accomplishment.